crowd has been waiting for. Van Gerwen was electric earlier on, a 9-darter. He's had 4 170 checkouts in 2 matches, and K.Huybrechts here, well, he's going to be right at the top of his form if he's going to upset the Van Gerwen bandwagon. But he's done it before. Remember that 2014 Grand Slam quarter-final? He hit a 9-darter and beat Van Gerwen 16-10 with the performance of his career. But Van Gerwen, well, he has been sublime here, hasn't he? Just been playing magnificently, accounting for Ryan Harrison, and then coming through with that display of sustained brilliance earlier on. The 9-darter, who's to say he won't do it again? Nobody's ever had 3 in a day. Phil Taylor's had 2 in a day a couple of times, and I'm sure Michael Van Gerwen only too well aware of that, and he'd like to get alongside Taylor, maybe ahead of him in terms of that particular display of brilliance. So the last man vying for a place in the quarterfinals, what can Van Gerwen produce?
Something very special, I fancy. This would be a game that he won't have any problem getting up for. Will be 100% focused in.
Huybrechts gets a move on with it.
Well, he won't roll over and have his belly tickled.
They get on well, these two guys, or is there a bit
I
of...
think there's a fair bit of needle. Probably stemming back from that game you mentioned at the Grand Slam.
134.
In that game at the Grand Slam, a reminder that Huybrechts emerged victorious since then. 2015 World Grand Prix last 16. Van Gerwen won 3 sets to 1. Grand Slam quarter-final last year, he revenged him by beating him 16-4, and also had the better of Huybrechts in the European Open semi-final.
Yeah, and Kim ended up playing in the Premier League the season directly after that, 2015, and it didn't really do him any favours.
Oh, how about this? Oh, he needed the bullseye.
Michael, he requires 76.
76 then for 1-0 on the throw for Van Gerwen. Tops.
56.
Oh, a chance for an early break. Should be 3 double 16, you'd think. Oh, double 9. Oh, that's sloppy. And he's bust.
That was a mess.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, Kim. Maybe a 1 would have been a better choice to leave double 4. But he's probably thinking, I won't be coming back anyway.
Or will he? Or will he?
Poor hockey management, that, for me.
3, that's what he aimed for last time. Double 16, and he gets away with it. 1-0.
Yeah, 17 dart leg and a breaker throw. You won't get too many of them against MVG.
Belgium versus the Netherlands.
It was a hotly contested affair in the football.
Same managerial corner as Jelle Klaassen as well, and Klaassen and Van Gerwen don't exactly knock around as bosom buddies.
Perfect first start. Should be a max. Oh, he switched.
29.
Looked like he had plenty of room there, John.
It certainly did, and he's in a good place though, but Van Gerwen's putting it under a bit of pressure. Has he ever? First maximum of the match, 132, Huybrechts, going the bull route. He's missed the treble 19, which would have left him the bullseye, so Van Gerwen 1-2-1 to get the break back.
Only 1 treble required, 11 ball now. Oh, he's gone for the treble and paid the price.
Missed it, got the treble 14, he was after the treble 11. So 72 for 2-0.
Oh, 2 darts at double 12.
This time maybe. Good dart, 2-0, and look how charged up he is. He is pumped.
Yeah, he will give it plenty. That, there is no doubt.
Will it put Van Gerwen onto another level?
Spot on.
Van Gerwen waiting as Huybrechts takes his time and delivers three not of the highest level. Van Gerwen just wants to get his foot on the ladder, needs to get into the match, needs to take a leg.
Oh, massive favourite in this one now. 187 left after 6 darts thrown. May switch back up.
57.
Leaves 130.
No doubles out of 4 attempts so far, Van Gerwen.
96.
Well, it's a race to 9, so no reason to panic quite yet.
Treble 20 would leave the bullseye. Here we go. Oh, he's just setting it up.
98.
Yep, sensible. No point taking any risks.
42.
Well, Huybrechts has applied no pressure whatsoever on this double 16. Double 4 now.
Game show.
Eventually.
Gets a double at the 8th attempt. Van Gerwen into the match. 2-1, Huybrechts leads.
134.
Brilliant cover shots.
Great switch. He's just keeping MVG honest at the moment. Just playing well enough
96.
that he's making Michael force rather than be natural, and that's why you're getting a few low darts at the treble 20.
96.
Using a little bit too much of the tricep.
Well, he's in the box seat here.
Oh, that's class. Leaves a
Fabulous.
21.
A super visit.
On the ton. Oh, now Van Gerwen is struggling here. That's poor.
36.
At least 6 darts at this ton. Won't do nothing. No, I'm not sure about that.
46.
54 though, his time on his side. Moving away. Brilliant.
It's his 5th 170. 4 of them are at the end of a leg.
Double 10, big dart, missed it. Van Gerwen with the chance to break back. 103.
Well within his range. Yep. Tops.
Game show.
Talk about being charged up. I think Van Gerwen is right in there as well. Look at that.
Big moment.
He mimes when he does that. He doesn't actually roar. It looks as though you'd be hearing him in the next county, but he doesn't actually.
6 darts from 100 there. And Kim only had 2 of them at the double.
Break at the end of this leg.
60.
And how Huybrechts would like to nick another leg against the throw.
93.
Good last one. Saves the situation.
80.
Likewise.
Van Gerwen hasn't quite hit the extraterrestrial standards of which he's capable. Really does look like a man playing a game which is different to the others when he really gets into top mode. Almost looks like a visitor from another world.
Yeah, it does make the game look rather easy. Trust me,
It
it's
ain't.
not. Anything but.
But by his own high standards,
94.
he's only averaging mid-90s at the moment. And 140 here from Huybrechts would be handy. But it's not coming.
60.
Kim's now the one that's really trying to force the issue. This is better. So much more relaxed. Leave double 16.
Huybrechts missed the chance to put some pressure on, didn't he?
Yep. You could look back and that would be the moment, that previous leg with 6 darts at 100.
Double 16 for 3-2. And in it goes. Nicely done. And Huybrechts, after a very bright start, is back with the darts, and at the first interval the defending champion, the favourite, Michael van Gerwen, 2-1 on to win the whole championship before this round began. And now in a powerful position, going well, 3-2 up. In action here at Minehead, which is in carnival mood, and Michael van Gerwen leading by 3-2 against the Belgian K.Huybrechts, who's hanging on in there despite not matching van Gerwen in the scoring stakes, Chris.
Yeah, I think he's got to be happy. He's 3-2, we're on throw, he's 10 points behind in the averages, and he's had his chances.
Van Gerwen was just startling in his performances earlier on, and he's not quite got up to that level yet, but we know he's got gears.
Oh, absolutely. Just some opening sparring, really, the first 5.
Huybrechts with the throw.
41.
And he's pretty much given it away. If van Gerwen can hit a treble, which he does. Couple of maximums already to van Gerwen. Huybrechts yet to do that, yet to register.
100.
Got to the final in 2012 here, Kim. Lost to Phil Taylor.
That was the last time it was defended. In the past.
Successfully.
Yeah, in the past 6 years. Different winners.
And 5,000 people stand up to acclaim our sport.
134. Can you require 167?
And this is the hold throw. Well, it should be 4-2. That'll soon become 5-2.
Break coming up. There you go, 4-2. Van Gerwen, for the first time, gets ahead of the throw.
Yeah, this is where he starts to press the boost button.
83.
Not quite there yet. He's averaging 98 though.
Well, long day. First 180. Huybrechts.
And a predictably positive response.
Hello.
100.
Oh, terrific. Terrific. His third 180.
Certainly gets him back in the leg. Oh,
Van
dear.
Gerwen coming in, looking for 98 after 9 darts.
No pressure.
Double 19. An 11 darter. 5-2. That's more like what we expect.
Yeah, last 2 legs. Just 24 darts, 13 and 11.
150.
Having to switch, not a good lie, and again.
93.
Yeah, sitting low in the treble that first dart, and it made him force darts 2 and 3. That's where Michael's a bit of a different gravy at the moment. In the treble in the right, and you can effectively see him throwing for the open bed, where most players just repeat the action.
Russ Bray, the referee, said it was, I think, his 12th 9-darter that he was calling earlier on when he was in the chair, so to speak, calling Michael van Gerwen.
Well, yeah, now moves 12-11 ahead of our other referee, George Noble.
A bit of rivalry, do they?
Yeah. 47th TV 9-darter and the 42nd PDC 9-darter.
58. Can we record
Well, Huybrechts 158 to hold his throw. Not this time, so Van Gerwen will get the chance for another break.
And I joined a very elite group of commentators that have had one hit against them and done one in the commentary box. Alan Warner and John Part.
96. Kim, you require 118.
118 then for K.Huybrechts. Van Gerwen poised once more. Treble 20. Oh, tops now.
98.
Will he pay?
Michael, you require
Another breaker throw on the
54.
cards.
Tops then.
Game started in the
Makes it
other
look
leg.
so easy. 6-2.
Ninth leg, Michael to throw first.
Huybrechts having chances. He's getting
Right.
chances, but not taking them.
18 darts he threw in that last leg. And that's just not going to cut it.
He's got a 3-figure average now for the first time, Van Gerwen.
43.
You can see in terms of numbers, he's way ahead of Huybrechts.
Talking of 9 darters, I think John Part's got to be in a very elite group. He's called one, had one hit against him, and hit one on TV.
That may be a unique club, I think.
Yeah.
I think he may be the sole owner of that one. So 146 then to go 7-2, but that's another maximum for Huybrechts, his second. Not a bad second best, was it?
Yeah, and even with that 180, he didn't even serve a shot, so there's no real pressure on that for Michael, but chance for a 13 dart leg.
And there you go, shelling peas. 7-2, 2 more required. It's becoming a stroll in the park for Van Gerwen.
Well, he's averaging 102. Kim 88. It's not going to cut it at this level.
99.
Oh, happy birthday, Chloe. Good place to celebrate it.
77.
Interval at the end of this leg, and it's looking as though it could well be Van Gerwen adding to his tally. Throws under pressure. That's a good way to respond.
Very good. 180 here changes things, though.
More of the same. What about that for grouping?
Oh, goodness.
Well, he's on 96 after 9 darts. 8-2 beckons.
56. Kim, you require 88.
Huybrechts 88.
Well, should get at least 1 dart at the ball off this shot. 18 ball.
63.
Good effort, but not quite there. And Van Gerwen tops for 8-2, and there it is. Averaging close to 104, and is underlining his favourite status. K.Huybrechts, after a bright start, has been just brushed aside. 2 more legs required, 1 more leg required now, and Michael Van Gerwen will be through to the last 8. He leads 8-2. Van Gerwen, who's had such a stunning year so far, leads 8-2. He's averaging near 104. What he'd give to clinch it with a 9-darter. Well, there's 3 of them.
Well, that's 1/3 of the way there, John. Oh, bang in the middle of that treble 20.
He's had 1 today, and the crowd would be, well, they're already in party mode. They'd go ballistic if he could do it here. That's 4. Oh, look at the reaction. Look at the reaction.
Yeah, he wanted it.
He wanted to give him the big send-off. Never going to happen with me commentating, of course, is it?
93.
2:21, Michael van Gerwen.
51.
Well, he's going to go out with a bang.
He's left it on 170. Deliberately set that one up. He had two earlier on, 2 last night. Kim will feel as though he is taking the Michael here a little.
83.
Could be your last throw. Out with a bang.
No.
2 treble 19s to leave double 18.
80.
Well, Van Gerwen.
He should switch here because a ton would leave no finish. That leaves 170. Will he get a go though?
So 90 for the match. It's 25 of them. And again, tops now.
50. Can you require
Well, we know what Huybrechts needs. 2 treble 20s and a bull.
Yeah, there's only one way to go for this. No. Just underneath the wire, so close. That's all she wrote, I think, John.
27.
I think that will be a little bit of good night. Van Gerwen tops. Double 10. And there it is. Michael van Gerwen into the last 8 and beating K.Huybrechts 9-2. He's been the man of the day, Chris.
Yeah, real solid performance. 4 170s at the end of legs, including a 170 in the scoring phase. That was a tidy performance. Legs of 15, 15, 17, 13, 11, 17, 13, 13, and a scrappy 17 to finish it off. But yeah, absolutely quality all day. The 9-dart finish. He's the man to beat. He's the man on form.
And everybody, perhaps bar Phil Taylor, will be thinking,
Anybody but
I
him.
don't really want him.
Yeah.
The draw will be coming up before too long. And a little bit of an anxious wait. All eyes of the winners will be on what's going to unfold in the next few moments.
Well, the players that are not here, John, they'll be at home, tuned in to see what their fate is tomorrow when we go back on air for the quarter-finals.
Final salute to the crowd from Michael van Gerwen. He exits stage right as he looks at it. The crowd wait